Don't listen to coach. Listen to yourself.
Yourself, yeah. Determine whether or not it's worth it.
And I'm telling you that you don't need to determine. I'm telling you it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you it is worth it.
Yeah.
And you know what? You actually know it's worth it. That's why you're asking this question. You know it's worth it. You know it's worth it to have discipline, but you think there's an easier way. Yeah. You think that it's something that people have. You think that when Jocko's alarm clock goes off, it's like, oh, just like my father taught me, I rise and I shine. You know, like, no. It's like the pillow feels soft and comfortable. Yeah. And the alarm clock is banging on my head and I don't like it. Yeah. But you know what? I know it's worth it to get up and get after it. I know it's worth it. Yeah. And you know it's worth it.
Here's the thing though.
We all know it's worth it.
In a way you're right, but like really though, really, I'm going to be open and honest with you. I don't think that people know it's worth it. I think they know it's worth it like the kind of on paper. You know, if they have a multiple choice question, is it worth it? Yes or no? They'll be like, yes. Obviously, I know working out is worth it, but here's the thing: if you don't know, if you don't like having good credit, for example. So I never got taught like why. Really, my mom said, "Yeah, you should have good credit." That's it. That's the limit to my education on credit, right? So of course I blow it because I get, I fall for literally all the tricks, self-inflicted and otherwise. Credit gets jammed up. So I don't know. I don't know the value. I don't know. I've never experienced the benefits of having good credit. I don't know the value of good credit. So it really didn't mean much to me. Really. My credit was like junk. And I didn't care until I got denied for something. Then I cared, But just like if you're never into working out until you're in a specific situation where it shows.
But like this guy that's asking this question, and I'm glad he's asking the question. I'm not trying to come off all hard. But he realizes the value of discipline because he's saying that he wants it, right? He knows that it's going to make his life better.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he's gotten jammed up in whatever way. We don't know because I don't know him. Maybe he's gotten unhealthy. Maybe he's, who knows? Maybe he's gotten his finances jammed up. Whatever the case may be, he knows that discipline is better for him. He knows that. He does know. This isn't a guy that doesn't know yet. Because sure, there's people that don't. When you're 16 years old, you don't know the value of discipline. You don't know that the way you're acting right now is going to affect you in 5 years. You don't know that you can set your whole life up to be pretty awesome.
Yeah. I see something that's quite off, quite not the same, and that's what I go for. This book is exactly who I am as a person. Exactly the way I did this book is how I've done almost my entire life. Is I see what is not the norm, what's impossible, what all the theorists say you shouldn't be doing this. That's the wrong way to go. And I'm like, let me see if I can pull this shit off. Yeah, let me go over here, man. Let me see if I can pull this shit off.
Was that part of the challenge, the decision? I mean, it seems to me that the decision to self-publish was generated more by a desire to really, own your story.
That's it, 100%. There was no driven message with me trying to prove people wrong or whatever. It was 100% by me wanting to own my life. There's a lot of people I know that I speak with right now that have nice book deals out there, and the people who buy their book with their publishing house, they can't even talk some of this stuff, in like in speaking engagements. And I'm like, what, you can't even talk your story? And some of these, like, no, like I gotta make sure that they're aware of it. I'm like, no, man. I want to own 100% of the suffering I went through in my life. I don't want anybody telling me, hey, Goggins, you can't say this. I would lose my shit. I suffered this badly, and you gonna fucking tell me I can't say this? There've been all kind of problems with that one. So I made sure that I wanted to own all of Can't Hurt Me and own all of my own life story. So that's what it really is all about.
Well, you really have ownership not only of your own story, but your ability to tell it.
Right.
And, as somebody who's like a member of the ultra community, I remember, and I think we talked about this last time, you kind of disappeared for a couple of years there, from around I don't know what it was, 2009, 2010,
exactly,
about 2013.
Yep, that's it.
You had a website and a blog that would get updated once in a while, and I would check in and try to see what you were up to, and you just went totally dark.
I went ghost, man.
Yeah, and I didn't know about the heart stuff. There was something about there's a health thing that you're dealing with.
Right.
And I thought, oh, this guy's just disappeared.
Right.
But